Yes, it's true. Nigeria has finally done away with its COVID-19 travel requirements. What does that mean? No more PCR testing, whether you're vaccinated or not, it does not matter. You don't have to do it anymore. Also, there's no requirement to generate a QR code or permit to travel if you're going to Nigeria. Finally, it's all done. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator, creating to help Nigerians and Africans navigate travel better and smarter. If that sounds like something that resonates with you, that you get value from, make sure you hit that subscribe button, red button down below, and also give this video a huge thumbs up. So yes, it's official, guys. COVID is coming to an end, and I think for us Nigerians or people that travel to Nigeria, we've been restricted a lot in terms of travel requirements for a long time. I, for one, am very happy that I don't have to keep making these videos over and over again. I hope that, I've kept you well informed. And if I have, let me know in the comment section below. But essentially, today's video is going to be sharing with you specifically the information from the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority on the cancellation or the removal of the travel requirements that was shared on the 12th of December 2022. I am going to be reading out that circular information to you so that you have, and I'll post it here and also share a link where you can see it in case you want to share with other people, right? So it's letter-headed Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Directed to all operators, right? That's all aviation service providers, whether it's airlines and so forth and so forth. The subject is revised COVID-19 public health guidelines for all aviation service providers, domestic and international operations. There's a preamble. It says, the prevalence of COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria and most parts of the world has remained at a low level for a sustained period. The Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has therefore revised the COVID-19 public health guidelines as follows. A, right, it talks about domestic operations, like domestically what you need to know about traveling within Nigeria. Number one, it states the mask mandates. Point A, the wearing of face masks inside airport terminal buildings and on board aircraft by airport workers, passengers and crew members is no longer mandatory. So you don't have to wear face masks anymore. Wearing of face masks by passengers on board aircraft or inside airport terminal is discretionary but recommended. You can do it, but it's not something they're not going to be enforcing it. Point B, persons aged 60 years and above, immunocompromised due to organ transplant, cancer, those with comorbidities like heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, advised to use face masks, wash their hands with water and soap, use hand alcohol-based sanitizers, and avoid large gatherings, right? Number two, it states disinfections of bags at the entrance of terminal buildings is no longer required. Number three, airlines are therefore required to resume serving catering meals and drinks on board aircraft. I believe airlines stopped that on domestic flights, so they can start doing that again. Point four, maintaining social distancing at airport terminal buildings is no longer mandatory. So no longer mandatory to maintain social distancing. Point five, facilities and conveyances are advised to maintain a good environmental hygiene, good ventilation, and encourage good hand and respiratory hygiene. Point six, the use of alcohol-based sanitizers by passengers and airport workers is recommended. Point seven, boarding and disembarkation protocols are to be maintained, right? So that's for domestic operations. I'm going to jump into the international operations, but before I jump into that, to share something with you guys, I actually caught COVID a few weeks back, and it was actually quite, it was bad. I felt really weak. A friend of mine had it really badly too, so it's still out there. So I'm just trying to put this in here that even though they're dropping, the requirements on whatnot, it's important to still understand that this thing is still real. It's still affecting people. It affected me, affected my two friends really, really badly. So just bear that in mind, that you still take precautions, washing hands, hygiene and all that's really important. But I'm much better now anyway, so yeah. Point B, international operations. This is, I'm sure, what a lot of you guys out there are looking to hear about. It says, first of all, point 1, all requirements in A above should apply. So domestic operations, the mask mandates and whatnot, all they shared is applicable to international operations too. Point 2, it states here that COVID-19 testing requirements, pre-departure and post-arrival COVID-19 PCR tests are no longer required for all passengers, irrespective of vaccination status, meaning that it doesn't matter if you're fully vaccinated, unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, you do not need to do a pre-departure or post-arrival COVID tests anymore. It then also states that PCR tests required for all passengers who are partially or non-fully vaccinated have been suspended. Essentially what I mentioned again, that even if you're partially or not fully vaccinated, you do not have to do any PCR tests pre or after arrival. It then, point 3 then talks about the health declaration form. This is the platform, this is the nitp.ncdc.gov.ng platform where you find this health declaration form. It states, the permit to travel or QR code is no longer required. A simple health questionnaire form, non-COVID specific, shall be completed by all passengers traveling to Nigeria, preferably pre-departure on the Nigeria International Travel Portal. It's stating here that you no longer have to generate this permit to travel or QR code, but it's saying that there's actually a health questionnaire still on that platform that, preferably you should complete it pre-departure before you travel. It then states that passengers who fail to fill the health questionnaire on this portal will be required to fill the questionnaire either on board the aircraft prior to landing or at the airport terminal building upon arrival, right? So you might have to do it in the terminal or on the plane. I would advise for you to do it on the portal before, on the NITP portal. That's nitp.ncdc.gov.ng website. But from the sounds of it, it doesn't seem like it's anything serious. Point 4, it then states that all other COVID-19 quarantine travel requirements are hereby made optional, meaning, quarantining if you have COVID, anything in regard to the strict requirements they had previously is now optional. It's up to you to decide, I guess, whether you want to quarantine or not. It's up to you. The government has no, laws or any guidance on that, particularly for you to enforce that onto you, right? It said this AOL supersedes previous OLs issued on COVID-19 for domestic and international operations. Essentially, this right now is effective right now, right? Action required. All aviation service providers are hereby required to comply with the above requirements. Non-compliance by any aviation service provider with this AOL shall attract appropriate sanctions. This AOL shall be effective immediately. And this is signed off by Director of Civil Aviation, right? So yes, that is it, guys. It is done. Like, no more trying to figure out how to navigate travel to Nigeria because there's nothing to figure out anymore. You can just buy a ticket, jump on the plane, either fill a simple questionnaire online on the NITP site or on the plane or on arrival, and you're good. Right? Like, you guys let me know, what are your thoughts on this news? Are you ecstatic? Are you happy? Is this changing your December plans or future plans to come to Nigeria? Do you feel more like, it's all done, I can come? As in, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for, joining me on this COVID-19 journey on my platform. There's still a lot more in store, so make sure you keep tuned, stay tuned to the channel. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to leave a comment for me and just say, you know what, Sassy, you're the best. I know, I'm like tooting my horn, but yes, your girl tried now. This COVID time, I delivered. So just leave a comment and say, Sassy, you're the best. Thank you once again for watching my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. And I would love to see you on my next video. So see you then. Bye.